So today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to become more self-aware. And these are 3 powerful tools that I've incorporated in myself so I can actually become more aware of myself, and I can actually now, before I go into the whole thing of how you can become self-aware and better at it, I just want to acknowledge what is self-aware and why do you actually want to be self-aware for all we know. And one of the main reasons that I've understood to become self-aware will help you to have better relationships with people around you, but also to have better relationship with yourself. And it could be really hard sometimes to go through this process, because once you are becoming self-aware and you become aware of your thoughts, of your emotions, of your actions, it can be kind of difficult to see that true person that you are inside of you. But it's really helpful to overcome many things, especially when right now we are in this lockdown situation, and many people nowadays talk about they're just focusing on when is lockdown gonna be finished and all of these things. But actually, if you look it into another perspective, this could be a really good opportunity for you to actually work on yourself and maybe become more self-aware about yourself and become more aware around your world. So the first thing that has worked for me and is really powerful is to actually acknowledge your feelings. And what I mean by that is really simple, but it's not easy. By acknowledging your true emotions. So for example, let's say you are in a situation where somebody said something, right? How does that make you feel? What is the true feeling behind that specific feeling? So for example, let's say we are in a in a family reunion, and one of the family members said something to you and you were not that happy. You're feeling, you were mad or angry, and you were so mad at that person. This is the moment that instead of reacting towards what is happening to you, just take a deep inhale and just step back and analyze it. What is happening to you at that time? What is that thing that person said that that is triggering that emotion? Why is that emotion being triggered by that specific thing? Another thing could be you are you have anxiety. Why is that anxiety happening to you? Why are you having such emotion? So being able to actually capture that emotion when things are happening, and just step back a little bit, and instead of reacting to the situation, acknowledging it and going into your mind and thinking, why is this happening to me, or why am I feeling these things, is really important. That's the first thing, is to be actually become more conscious and more aware of your feelings. Now the second thing is journaling. Now I know many people have talked about this, journaling is the best thing, but it's a really good exercise. Once you have that feeling, right, once you become aware of that situation, and for example, it happened it could happen in an environment, like you're in a party or in a social place, and then you don't have the time to write it down. But it will be really nice if you can give yourself some time during the day. It doesn't have to be every day, but sometime every 2 days or so, that you allow yourself just to time block that time so you can actually journal about your emotions. And by you starting journaling about your emotions, what are the things that you're feeling, what are the people saying, how you're acting towards what the people are saying to you, and being able to write it down. Once you finish writing it down, I suggest just to take a deep inhale and then going back and read it out loud. Now, this is gonna be really shocking because sometimes you write and you think, okay, I'm right, and this is how I feel, and that's it. But sometimes when you go back and reread what you wrote, actually will help you a lot to see your reflection of how you truly are, how you truly feeling. And once you read it back to yourself out loud, you're gonna realize, wow, this is how I'm feeling, and you're gonna be able to see in a third point perspective, oh, maybe the true reason why I'm mad is because I'm sad at the end of the day. So you're able to spot all those points out by just rereading what you write. That's the second thing. The third thing is to actually find someone that you find yourself comfortable with and you actually trust to talk about your emotions and your reactions and your actions. But I will suggest to do this once you actually have done those two things first, because being able to actually acknowledging what is happening to you at that time, and second, to be able to write it down and reread it to yourself. Now you're gonna have a better idea of what is happening within yourself. How are you reacting within yourself, right? And then after you have that idea and that reflection of yourself, by talking it out with someone who will help you understand better about yourself. And now, I'm asking this, find someone who you trust first of all, and find someone who will give you constructive criticism. Don't find someone who will be like, oh no, you were right in the first place, right? Like, find someone who will actually help you to grow and who will actually, tell you should work on this thing or you should not worry about these things. Because what happens sometimes is that we worry too much and we might take things personally. And when we do this, we forget how the world is really happening outside our lives and the reality of other people. So we're sometimes too stuck in our own reality and our own feelings that we forget the outside world. So by being able to talk to someone about what is happening to you and what have you been able to reflect, this is going to help you humongously, because now not only you have your own self-awareness, but now you understand how people will see you. But this is only a help for you. This is not to take it too hard and people might say many things, but at the end of the day, you know better who you are, and you know how to be honest with yourself. You know when you're lying to yourself, and you know when you're not lying to yourself. So being able to do this process honestly with your heart, and sometimes it's gonna be really hard. Like, sometimes you might find things that you didn't like about yourself. Sometimes it's gonna be nasty things, but at the end of the day, you must go through this process so you can overcome those things, and you build more confidence, and you're able to get to know yourself in a deeper level. And then from this, like, many things can come from self-love and all of these different things. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about this because we're at home doing pretty much nothing and we're getting bored, and this is a great opportunity to actually take advantage. And I think this is pretty easy to do at home to become more self-aware. How can you become a better person? So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, or if you have learned anything at all, just let me know. Also, let me know where you're tuning from. It's always really nice to let you to know where you guys are watching me from. And remember, this year, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because this year I am dedicated to share positivity, share love, share kindness. And yes, guys, always remember that kindness starts within you. And when you do all of this process, becoming more self-aware, be really kind to yourself and to others. But for now, have a great day.